We love heart attacks. It's our favorite thing. I absolutely love it.
How do you sum that one up, Kenny?
Like that. Holy cow. A game that you're up 3-0 in the turnover battle should not come down to a game-winning kick. That's how you sum that one up. But you know what? They don't look at that at the end. They look at wins. They look at losses. Our offense sputtered. Defense picked it up. Defense sputtered. Offense picked it up. And special teams wasn't good. Won it there at the end. Like, man, that's football. Find ways to win in this league. You got to find ways to win. And we'll never win like that again. That exact same way. Got to find another way.
Is there anything about Jesus in the recruiting process or when he was here early that kind of stood out to you about his journey experience?
He's so calm and confident. Like when there was a meeting about you're going to be interviewed now and all this stuff like they would do for our entire team, like media training stuff. And they asked him some hard questions, and it was funny. And a DJ leads it, and then they bring in somebody to talk to him. And they put Jesus up there. And I can't remember his response, but the whole room cheered because he was like, I go out there, I take my steps, and I kick the ball. It was such a calming thing that our whole team cheered, and I was like, all right, this dude, I have a lot of confidence in. I don't even need to watch you kick. I got a lot of confidence that thing's going in.
What were you thinking as the ball's going through the air on the sideline?
I mean, can we not have games this close? Let's just play a little bit better earlier, and golly, great kick. But that's what was going through my head was do we really need this every single week? We need a game where it's a little bit of a breath.
You seem to run the ball a lot. Was it just not wanting to get into a shootout with that offense? And you were getting yards on the ground, so was that kind of the game plan?
100%. They had 13, 14 possessions in their last couple games. And you can't play that team in 14 possessions with how many shots they take, how explosive they are. You can hold up 7, 8 possessions. Eventually, those things are going to hit. Eventually, they're going to call double moves. They're going to loosen you up. They're going to call their shots. They're going to hit. So we were trying to keep this a low possession game, keep possession of the ball, which we did. I think we won the 36-23 from the time of possession, which is a positive. We ran the ball well. We wanted to stop the run for them. I don't know the exact rushing yards. So our goal was to hold him under 100. They were 0-5 when he was held under 100 yards. He got 112 there, so we didn't quite get that accomplished. But we played really good football on defense for most of the game. They kept us in it.
After you struggled to punch it in up until the fourth quarter, what can you say about the execution where you got to Tyson and then the two-point conversion and then ultimately the two-minute drill to go down the field and walk it off?
Yeah, I mean, you want guys who play their best in the biggest moments. That's it. That's how you win close games. It's not coaching. Our guys play their best in the biggest moments. Our quarterback, our O-line, Derek Subio, JT, I mean, everybody played their best in the biggest minutes. The ability, we ran the ball, we centered the ball, we called timeout. Nobody was rattled. It was just a well-executed 2-minute drill. Exactly what, if we could have said, what do we want? We want to make this the last possession. We want the ball in the middle of the field. We want to kick less than 42 yards. Boom. We got that accomplished for the most part. There was another game we played this year that if we were trying to do the exact same thing there at the end and we got too many yards. Otherwise, it'd be a different story.
Were you a believer that it's easier to fix mistakes after a win versus after a loss?
It's the same. You go in every Sunday and you find out what to get better at, and then you get better on Monday. And you do it again and again, win or loss. We're going to celebrate the win, be fired up, come tomorrow. It doesn't matter if we won or lost. We got to go get better. We got a really, really good TCU team, an undefeated TCU team coming into our house on a Friday night. We need it sold out. We need this place rocking on Friday night. We need a competitive advantage with the crowd. Not just people showing up. We need a competitive advantage.
You mentioned the turnover edge. Can you just speak to that and also not giving up big plays, especially creating a lot of man coverage and bring that thing over the top?
Yeah, I mean, in that first, 3.5 quarters, we played really, really sticky man. We held them to 358 yards, created 3 takeaways. That was good. We've emphasized the ball. It's starting to show up. We're knocking the ball out, right? We're punching at the ball. We're knocking it out, game-changing plays. And then Keith Abney's a really good player. So he showed up. He was so mad at the PI that he like the rest of the game, I don't know if he allowed a catch. because he was like just so frustrated. He doesn't like any good thing to happen. PI, then he let up a catch, and since then he didn't let up a catch after that. We just got to keep executing the plans. And that's what we did on defense the last 2 weeks. We executed the goal. The goal was no fades, right, and no slot fades. 0 slot fades caught, 1 fade caught for a gain of 20 yards, right? That's a win. We executed the plan.
What about only getting 6 points off of those 3 turnovers?
Yeah, it's not ideal, right? We could all agree there. 6 points off the turnovers in their side of the field. That's why I said what was going through my head was, how is this a game-winning kick when we're up 3-0 in the turnover margin, have more yards, have more time of possession, up 6-0, and we're kicking a game-winning field goal? Golly, this should not be this close of a game. Like, it shouldn't be. We won too many of the critical situations, but nobody looks at it. It's a W. It's all that matters.
Derek had really not played much at all, and then he goes out there in the second half and has like a breathtaking performance. So, what went into him playing? What did you make of that performance?
You can trust him. I mean, you can trust he's going to be where he's going to be. He's versatile. You saw him. We handed him the ball a couple times there. He can kind of do it all. So we gotta get him in the game more, because at the end of the day, when he was in, he was productive, and people that are productive need to play. And we put him on scholarship last year because he deserved it, and I think he's only going to climb in this program.
With how tough this league is, just important. So starting out 1-0, especially on the road like this.
Yeah, I mean, this team competes to win the Big 12 every year. I mean, since Coach Aranda's been here, I think every year he's been in it, other than maybe 1 year of his tenure, he's been in it or winning it. I mean, this is a phenomenal coach, phenomenal staff that's going to be one of the best teams, is one of the best teams in our league. So to be able to first road game, come on the road and get this win is absolutely critical. Now we got to be able to bounce back from a physical game on a Friday night versus an undefeated TCU, another really good football team at home.
I understand there's a lot of factors that go into it, but what do you think are the challenges really with the offense and the quarterback play right now?
It's kind of back and forth. Like, okay, we get a penalty on this drive, on a first down, on a 3rd and whatever, 7, 6, and now it's 3rd and 18. Well, you're not going to convert, right? You shouldn't convert at a high rate. Okay, then we get down there, we get a false start. It's just, there's too many mistakes. Then we get down there and we bust a play. So there's too many mistakes that are happening right now on offense that we just got to clean up. And it's a good problem when you have 400 yards and you still don't play well. That's a positive problem, right? 400 yards of offense normally is an average game, right? We had 400 yards and we didn't play very well, and we won on the road. Those are all positives, right? So we got to take that and we got to calm it down. We can't make these mistakes. Too many holding calls. I mean, it was just sloppy, I would say.
What's it like to just see how much guys come together after a moment like that for Jesus, especially around Jesus, and everyone so happy for him?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, we went to Camp T and we did they did like their little skits, and there's a skit that they did. It was like a little dance, fight, team, slide, we don't fold or something like that, and they're all dancing. And they took that from Camp T and they're doing that in the locker room, right? That's what football's about, football and college football, right? And even in this new era of college sports, these are still 18 to 22-year-olds who are in college to graduate, have fun, build a brotherhood, right, and build moments that last forever. They'll remember this moment. They'll remember this locker room, and that's what college sports is supposed to be about. And I know there's a lot of other factors now, but here we want to make sure that our kids get that experience that'll last a lifetime. So it means everything that college sports is supposed to be.
What's your dynamic like with Sam in a game like this, throughout the game? How are you, communicating with him and making sure that he's, feeling good about what you guys are doing?
Yeah, I think Sam was 22 of 32. That's pretty good. 221 yards, ran the ball 72 yards, so he accounted for almost 300 yards of offense. Didn't turn the ball over. So yeah, there's some things that we'd like to be cleaner at, yes, but there's also things around him. We've got to be better. Like, we got to get off man coverage. We can't let somebody bracket JT and then just play man coverage on the other side. Like, we got to be able to win. We've got to be able to separate. We've got to be able to put guys in better situations to win. So we win for him, and it's not just JT beating man. And Derek came in and did a nice job with that. Some of the tight ends have done a nice job, but we got to be able to beat teams that are just playing man or playing, bracket quarters zeroing out quarters on the other side is cover zero with, 3/2 to JT's side. That's the same thing as playing man with double teaming JT with a different presentation. So if teams are going to do that, we got to get other people to step up and win for Sam.
But Shimon Mateer, second game in a row, had an outstanding athlete.
No, he did. Shamon's one of those guys who's stepping up. 6 receptions, 55 yards. I mean, that's huge. Raleek, Derek. So, I mean, we're getting more people involved. At the end of the day, we ran the ball well. We were, 4th downs, 1 of 2, right? That 4th and 1 was just, critical, right, by us to not convert. And then they converted 2 gigantic 4th downs, right, and in the football game. And those are turnovers, right? So they saved 2 turnovers, right? We created a turnover. So, I mean, those are the plays in the game that kind of go unseen, but they're drastic when you look at points. Those 2 4th downs are 7 points for them. The one we didn't convert is 7 points for us. That's 14 points in the football game. That's the difference in why we don't have game-winning field goal and why we're over there taking a knee and relaxing, right? Drinking a Gatorade. Instead, we're all not drinking a Gatorade. Powerade, drinking a Powerade. We drink Powerade. For anybody who's wondering, Powerade drinking team.
That's it, man. You guys good? Yeah.